We have hoped and prayed for a stallion out of Babyflo that we can keep a stallion and breed horses for the general public, so all the Flomies can take a piece of this history into their barn.
Fallon Taylor,
little lady with a great challenge in front of her. This is Flo.
Babyflo. She wins the world championship. And the winner's circle for that cowgirl.
Fallon Taylor will win.
She's riding a new horse, Oliver Champion Flo.
It's one of the babies for Babyflo.
For low to the Flo.
Hush money. Hush money. Hush money.
What's up, Flomies? Welcome back to my channel. You guys, so much is happening this week. So many things are happening this week. I'm super excited to have you a part of this journey to go on all of these wild adventures with us. The wind is still blowing in North Texas, so here we go. This week, you're gonna be able to see a dumpster fire. A lot of you guys comment and DM me on Instagram about like, man, I wish my runs were as consistent as yours. I wish I had, you know, kind of that effortless feel to the runs, et cetera, et cetera. Well, get ready. The tea is, sis, you're about to see a dumpster fire from me. A horrible couple of runs. Really, really, really bad. It gets better, so make sure to stay to the end because it's gonna be amazing. I decide that we're gonna enter Guymon. I don't know why I did this to myself. Guymon is the Odessa of Oklahoma. Why? Why? Because seriously, like when I'm looking at the schedule, we got a newborn. Our goals are kind of here, there, and everywhere. We have big, big goals coming later in the year that I can't wait to tell you guys about. But we have some giant goals that we're working on behind the scenes that nobody can see. So I've been trying to limit the distance that we go, and I'm gonna contradict myself in a couple of weeks in a vlog, so just go with it. But I've been trying to if it's 3 or 4 hours, whatever, if we don't have to go down the night before, blah, blah, blah. I entered Guymon. Guymon is a mandatory run at 8 a.m. in the panhandle of Oklahoma, yonder, way yonder, out yonder. There's no stalls. You have to there's stalls, but you're not going to get them. It's very difficult to get to, and it's like 6.5 hours away. Why do I continue to enter this room? I entered it, and not only did I enter it, I didn't turn out. There's an option of turning out. And now I entered it and was like, we're going to Guymon. So here we go. I'm going to run Roman because I bought him. He's sitting here. I want to go have some fun. The first barrel is like the perfect distance for him to go and just inhale the first barrel. Again, we all do this. This is why I'm sharing this. I haven't been riding him. I haven't even won the 1D on him, which is not the barrier to entry for rodeos, by the way. I'm just saying I haven't even won the 1D on him. And he's a 1D winner, like lickety-split arena record holder. I haven't done all of these things. He's basically just been sitting and just staying exercised. But no, I've got to drive to Guymon to run him. I haven't gone to the jackpot that's 1.1 miles down the street on him, but I had to drive to Guymon. I'm just saying, rationale doesn't always play into rodeo here, okay? So if you've done something crazy and you've set some goals and you haven't quite executed them perfectly, same. Let's watch round 1 of my dumpster fire. It's no fault of Roman's. I set us up to fail. Here you go.
All right, this will be Fallon, followed by Cody, then Bailey.
Gotta go.
Okay, well, moving on. Cody and Mojo, I'm sure they're gonna be great. Let's check it out. Of course, beautiful. Didn't qualify back to the perfs only because this was a crazy, crazy fast year. I don't know if that would have qualified back last year, but it was an amazing run. That was a beautiful run on the standard, really, really good. There's some spots where, and I've talked to Cody about this personally, that she's in this little, everything goes in peaks and valleys, right? And she's in the ditch of climbing up to always being at the very top when they announce the results of things. So she's just kind of going into that like climb right now, and it's super cool to watch. So gorgeous run. But how this rodeo is you make a run in slack, and if you don't qualify back for the perfs, which I did not, you come back at noon and you run again. So we're gonna go grab some lunch, we're gonna come back, and we're gonna do this again. Dumpster fire round 2. Here we go.
Also had the option to turn out the next.
Also totally had the option to turn out and go home. However, I am glad that Alex told us to stay. He was like, you guys are running, stop it. You're gonna make you drove 6.5 hours. You get 2 runs, you're taking 2 runs. So kudos to him. We did the deal, we ran. Playing whack-a-mole right now. Like when you're not putting the effort in that you need to behind the scenes because of extenuating circumstances, get ready to play whack-a-mole with like, my first barrel was good, but my second barrel was bad, and then my first barrel and second barrel were good, and my third barrel was bad. That's what this is, and that's simply because I have not carved out and etched out a really consistent model, because I have so many horses that need to be sold, that are getting started, that are getting trained, that I'm training, that are hauling to jackpots, all of these things. You gotta map out your goals, or you too will be in the Dumpster Fire Club, and you don't want to do that. All right, let's watch Cody's round 2. Okay, it was absolutely gorgeous. Little bobble on the 3rd, just exactly what I was talking about with the peaks and valleys. That's what's going on here. Super proud of her and Mojo. I know we're gonna get back on the winning streak just like that. Speaking of that, let's go somewhere else. Guymon's not for us. Let's head to the next rodeo, and that's also in Oklahoma, but we're not gonna hold Oklahoma to fault for this. This is on me for entering Guymon. We're gonna skip that one next year. Fallon, future Fallon, we're skipping Guymon next year, okay? Those entries are gonna come up, and you're gonna act like you can't see a thing. It's time to go to Duncan, Oklahoma, which we like a lot more. And it's a lot closer to home. Let's go. Okay, so at this rodeo, I'm gonna ride Lolo. My body is still going through the changes of having just had a baby. I had a baby 11 weeks ago, and while I think in my mind that I'm Superwoman, I do need to remember that it's still really tough on my body to do these things. So that being said, I'm gonna ride Lolo, not because she's easy to ride, because she's easier for me to ride. So when you see Cody jump on her, just know this is not an easy horse to ride. It's still really tricky. This is a pro rodeo level horse, and it takes pro rodeo level ability. So I'm gonna step my game up in a more prepared manner. I've been to jackpots on her. I've been to rodeos this year on her. I've been riding her. Let's go and make a good, solid run.
And we're gonna go to Dallas, Texas. Here is Fallon Taylor.
Yeah, go! Yeah!
Well, I did just that. I made a good solid run. I had a little riding bobble at the 3rd. You may not even be able to notice, but for me it was a huge bobble, so I've been really up in my game at night with cardio and all of my therapy that I'm doing for postpartum stuff. Also really actively involved in the Fitness with Fallon challenge. If you haven't checked that out, we're midway through right now. We'll open those books. The entries will open on that later, but it's going so well. So that has me really focused, and I feel like my run really showed it. But now it's time for Cody and Mojo.
Come on, Cody! Yeah, go! Go, go, go!
Okay, it was perfect. It was literally perfect. Her run was absolutely gorgeous. how pro rodeo goes is basically the top 10 are all people that made an absolutely perfect run, and one just got better ground or left a barrel a little bit faster than the other guy. But those 10 runs are basically the same run, just, you know, varying degrees of like, this person slept an hour more, this person got a little bit better ground. So she won, what did you win? She won 8th. It was absolutely gorgeous. So Cody's back on her game. She's back going for it. I can't wait for us to go to the next rodeo.
Only,
Two out. I was two out of the money. So I'm super excited, super proud. I have won a check on one of the colts this year, and hopefully I can get a second colt to place this year. My goal would be to have like 5 of them placed this year, but my goals are all over the place right now. Hang tight with me. I'm super excited to get focused and buckle down and tell you guys about this giant goal that we are getting accomplished that's working out really well. By the way, if anybody tries to talk to you about balance, there's no such thing. Balance, if you see me winning in life in one area, know that I'm drastically failing in another area. And that's how it goes for absolutely everyone. They just don't tell you that, and they try to sell you books and talk up work-life balance and all of these things. It doesn't work like that. Just know you're not failing, you're just progressing in something else. Today you're gonna watch us clean out the trophy room. It's epic, but there's more epic stuff coming. You guys are gonna get to see a brand new baby out of Babyflo if you stick with us to the end. Let's start out with getting into the trophy room. So here's the tea on the trophy room. It's a beautiful space. It was kind of an afterthought. You know, I've patched my ranch together as I've had the money to go along. As the brand has built itself and as I've won, I've put a little bit of money here and there. And I really wanted a place to house my trophies and stuff. Now, also at the same time, I don't like to have trophies and stuff on display. My mom was really against this. Before she passed, Nene was like, you need to put stuff everywhere. So I do have 2 globes in my office, and I will continue to add to those as we win them all. But I just have kind of like hidden my accomplishments in the barn, and you have to kind of like have me show you where they're at. But I'm wanting to present those a little bit more. Alex is really proud of me. Everybody here is starting to win their own stuff. So I wanted a space where we could go in and be really proud. It's kind of just become a catch-all. And while we do still have to have like a laundry room in here, we wanted to be able to take everything and just kind of give it a moment and look through and show how cool it's been to have this huge career with Babyflo and her sisters and her parents and all of these various horses that have been so amazing to my career. Plus, the barn deserves it. As we've leveled up every single thing, we've wanted to level up this part too. So yeah, check it out. We're gonna do a massive overhaul. Cody is gonna be mainly in charge because I'm still postpartum, so I've got to watch Brand as I help like organize things. It's a little chaotic, but here we go. Check it out. I feel like this is our channel and we're gonna clean this together. First of all of us, all of my family loves those ASMR cleaning videos where like I'm telling you.
Car detailing.
Yeah, car detailing. Yeah, Cody and I have watched like every single thing when we're on the road and we're bored of like literal cars getting washed. This is gonna be one of those vlogs. This is my trophy room. Nobody ever sees this. Nobody ever comes in here. It's kind of the forgotten spot, and it's become like a catch-all. And that's not what my whole entire career has worked toward. I want this to be a place that is really celebrated and people can come in here and dream and be inspired. So while we do have a washer and dryer in here as a setup, I'm gonna clear this out. We gotta have a place to put the colored saddles that'll look really, really cool. So we thought, well, we need to start by, Brand says hi. We got to start by getting a lot of this stuff out of here so that we can really appreciate what's in here. So less decor, more awards and things. So without further ado, let's clean this crap.
Throw it out. Woo! Woo, 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 woo! Woohoo! That's why we bought that truck right there. This is true.
Okay, so we have a lot of things we're gonna do. We're gonna reframe things, we're gonna clean these guys up, but these were basically my first foray into helmets. So I wore this, I got a lot of flack for it, wearing this at the NFR, but it was legendary and iconic and we love it, we're here for it. This is the first helmet that I wore at the NFR, and underneath it's all different colors because Cody and Jesse spray painted it with each of my outfits, the final outfit being the gold outfit that Babyflo and I won the world in, so very excited. Nene made these other two, so they're very sentimental. I have one more at home, but very sentimental. Then these chaps are actually mine from when I was 7 years old. I started in cutting horses and I rode a horse named Monkey's Formula. It was absolutely amazing, and these were my chaps from when I was doing NCHA things. Up here are a lot of my trophy saddles, so my world champion saddles and all of those really cool things. I've got my NFR back numbers on the wall. This is probably my favorite newest addition, and that is the Pantone collection of saddles from Tactical Equine. So we're very excited. I rarely keep saddles for myself, so having them in here is a really big deal. I've never sprung for actually getting a full collection for me. So we're gonna continue the collection, and I've got 6 more Pantone saddles coming in that we're very excited about. This is my first saddle. This is a Circle Y, and they called this like it's kind of like what they called a Bolton bucket. So the front was like this. I think these are making a comeback right now. I'm seeing some saddles like that. This is my Hackamore that I rode on Flowers and Money. I wrecked into a wall in Farmington, New Mexico, and so the shank was just always like that. And Babyflo went to the NFR in this exact Hackamore with it slanted and everything because it means so much to me. This is a bit that Charmaine James gave me when we stayed with her. She had used it on Scamper previously, so it's like a museum piece that I'm in love with. These are my mounted shooting chinks that I had made. They're gorgeous. I haven't worn them yet. I just think they're really pretty. I like Western stuff, but I wear, you know, leggings and workout gear. It's who I am. I'm complex. This is a saddle that someone made me in memoriam of Nene. It says Nene here on the front, and just a really cool special gift. I have some ribbons that we haven't put up yet, and pictures and all sorts of things that still have to go up on the wall. So there's a lot of things in here, pictures that are still here. My very first horse, of course. He's in shambles, but he's here. All sorts of memorabilia, all sorts of pictures. A lot of cool stuff that's in here. I actually lost my world champion spurs that I won, and we just recently found them, but some really cool buckles in here. I hope you guys love the semi before and after. All these pictures came off of the wall outside, and most of these pictures I contacted the photographer and I can't get any more copies of because they're so old. But I'm gonna show you this wall because you guys saw us start out with the wall having like a bunch of stuff on it. Cody and I located some stain, and we're gonna like sand it down and just give it our best effort to go through and stain this wall all dark and get it ready. And then we're gonna get big portraits of all the horses that already have their portraits done and put them up here with little brass nameplates and make it like super fancy. So we think this will look really, really cool right here to just be a lot dressier. So I hope you guys like it. All right. That's kind of where we're at with the trophy room. We're gonna go back, we're gonna do some more things. I have stain for the wall, and we've got a lot of other really cool things, but we're not quite there yet. We're gonna circle back to that in another vlog, because right now we are praying that this mare that is showing that she's in labor is gonna have a stallion by Epic Leader. We have hoped and prayed for a stallion out of Babyflo, that we can keep a stallion and breed horses for the general public, so all the Flomies can take a piece of this history into their barn. We just haven't done it yet, but we spent the money, and we have a Feel the Sting stallion out of Babyflo this year, and now we're hoping for a Babyflo stallion. Typically we're always hoping for fillies, but we're gonna see. It's time to show you guys the stallion that we got out of Babyflo and Epic Leader. I'm super excited. The vibe was right. You guys sent us all the good vibes, and we got the stallion we wanted, and he looks like a clone of Babyflo, so we're so excited. All right, you guys, check him out. His name is Heir to the Flow. It didn't go without a little hitch. Nothing at the ranch would be the ranch without it being a little chaotic. So we got Yellowstoned like crazy. Let me tell you what happened. The epic leader was born. You saw how gorgeous he is. We turned him out. Everything's beautiful. And then Alex realizes that the mare has retained her placenta the next day. It's time to go to the vet, except this recipient mare is wild. I mean, like wild as a buck deer. We've got a couple of people. We go to try to catch her. We call the vet. We let them know to be expecting us, that we're going to bring her in. We're going to make sure that she's healed and she's good. We go out to the pasture and we can't get near her. She's wild as a buck deer and very protective. Very protective mama. So we get Miss P on horseback. We get Cody on shortcake. I'm holding Brand. Jesse's ready. Steven's taking care of Lilo. We've got Alex in a Dodge with his friends. We got Tyler. We got Lala. We got everybody everywhere. We still can't catch this mare. Over 2 hours goes by, and after a system built out of panels and luring and some good vibes and crossing our fingers, our toes, and everything else, we finally got the mare caught and taken to the vet. After flushing her out at the vet, I'm glad to say she's 100% okay. The baby is great. She's great. But this is all just another day in craziness at the ranch during breeding season because it gets wild. We have, I think, 7 babies this year. So all the mares and babies going absolutely every direction just made it really, really tricky because every mama is very protective. The Lolo epic leader mama, she is our worst nightmare. She rounds up all the mares and just runs them around and around and around. So it was a wild week here at the ranch. We got things cleaned. We got things epically here and epically taken care of at the vet. I hope you guys are as excited about Heir to the Flow as we are. We can't wait to present him to the public so that you guys can breed your mares to him in just a few short years. We're very excited. We will start a waiting list probably next year sometime so that you can get on it and be one of the first people to book because we are so excited about him. I hope you guys love this vlog. Make sure to subscribe, ding the notification bell because we are busy around here and I can't wait to show you all the things that we have, especially the things we have working on behind the scenes. You guys, as always, don't forget to count your blessings, drink your protein, and say thank you to Jesus. See you next time.